We welcome you to not. And beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys. Tonight, a celebration of the Latin culture. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
And GA, this Nets team, kind of slim on the interior, don't you think? How can they be most effective?
Well, you've got to press that advantage as far as quickness and get out and run and challenge opposing bigs to cover you in space.
Pass to Claxton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like AD out there. Similar builds, and Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop an ability to play facing up to the basket.
The first free throw is good. When you think about the Spurs, Greg, it's hard to believe how long Greg Popovich has been at the helm, isn't it?
Man, it's hard to imagine another team will have the stability at head coach that the Spurs have had. Not too many coaches last decades anymore.
Here's Sohan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. We'll have to keep our eyes on the center matchup, Greg, in this one. These two bigs bring so much to their respective teams.
Yeah, and remember when people thought centers were going extinct? Look around the league. There's so much talent at that position, including the 2 guys we get to watch here tonight.
And you know, Doris, Brooklyn's gone through a pretty tumultuous few seasons.
You know, Kevin, there have been some circumstances that were unpredictable contributing to what you're talking about. And now, as a consequence, a lot of turnover on the roster and on the coaching staff. Listen, it's never easy to make the kind of transition they've had to make.
And the basket by Jones.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Finney-Smith's got 6 points.
You can tell Simmons is a guy who, from the moment he picked up a basketball, has been a point guard by nature.
He lobs it up. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Outside, Simmons. Back to Claxton. Out to Bridges. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Finney-Smith. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Here's Jones. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And with Tim Duncan and David Robinson, Greg, the legendary Spurs big man of days gone by, does that, do you think, add pressure for Victor Wembanyama?
Maybe a bit, but he also has the resources of the same great organization behind him, and that's what'll help.
So he gets them both. And wants the team to beat in the West, Greg, San Antonio is trying to get back to that level.
Well, they have a great organization, top to bottom. They're smart and battle-tested. I believe these guys will find a way.
Well, in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you've got to have good feet and pre-shot preparation. Mikal Bridges, yes, sir.
Now here's Johnson. And taken away by Johnson. Simmons with it. Jones covering. Bridges outside. Outside, Simmons. Out to Bridges. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They're leading by 8.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Wembanyama gets the bucket.
Defenders try to knock Wembanyama off his rhythm, but he knows it's coming and he's prepared for it.
Johnson in the corner. Outside, Simmons. Johnson right side. Shot clock at 5. Here's Finney-Smith. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Jones. Here's Sohan. Going inside. A putback. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Simmons the bounce pass. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Number 23, Zach Collins.
San Antonio on defense. They trail by 9 points. Here's Finney-Smith. And the three off target.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
San Antonio foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
And a new group in for the Nets. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Dinwiddie. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Bridges for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Walker with some nice D.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Here's Osman. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Walker's shot is off.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Boy, Brooklyn GA did all they could to assemble a championship team, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you take your swings in this league, and sometimes it works. Sometimes you have to retool, and they still have some good players to build around.
And here we go, the fast break with Dinwiddie. Nets passing it around. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Thomas. Picked his pocket. Here's Osman. And the layup's good off the glass. Osman's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Thomas's shot is off. Spurs trail by 10. Bassi. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Walker in the corner. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. We come back right after this. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Bridges outside.
Spurs foul. Ryan. First personal foul. First team foul.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Poor decision there to heave the ball so far down the court. I mean, there's plenty of better places to go with it.
Spurs trail by 13. Now here's Graham. Still yet to score. Pass to Bridges. Johnson outside. Drills it from outside. And the Nets lead by 16.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Coaches say, GA, the league has a problem when it's punishing the retaliators and not the instigators. Do they have a point?
Kevin, I think so. For any scuffle, it's worth asking who started it, and that's what we do in life normally, right? Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Pass to Claxton. And here is Simmons. Bridges, no one around him. A three-pointer, no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Graham. Guarded by Simmons. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Finney-Smith. Rebound, San Antonio.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
San Antonio calls timeout. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Jones. Will it go? Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just another facet to Keldon's game. I feel like his ceiling just keeps rising.
Doris, when the Brooklyn Nets traded KD, they got back some interesting pieces, including Mikal Bridges.
Boy, Kevin, this guy was a role player for all intents and purposes with the Suns, a 3-and-D type. But once he got to Brooklyn, he was given more responsibility and upped his offensive production. It looks like he's ready for a bigger and bigger share of the responsibility.
Here's Wembanyama. Rebound, Brooklyn.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
And Finney-Smith gets it to go. Finney-Smith's got 6 in the quarter.
I'll tell you what, Dorian Finney-Smith, known for his defense. Right now, he's cooking a little bit offensively.
Wembanyama outside. The second chance effort. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Spencer Dinwiddie has talked about buying into his role. He says you have to have confidence that's borderline irrational, but a perspective that's very realistic. You've got to know who you are. Kevin, he adds that he's not attempting to be a Mount Rushmore type guy, but a talented player who can help a winning team.
That's a good perspective, David. Thanks for the story.
Big body is what they call him, but man, does Johnson have a quick first step.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson. The Nets have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game. And he makes both free throws. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Johnson outside. Shoots the 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. The rebound by the Nets.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Johnson wide open. He fires. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Boy, Ben Simmons, because of his size, inside, he is a dangerous force.
And Doris, we know Mikal Bridges famously traded for Durant, but it's interesting. Durant was Bridges' favorite player growing up.
And Kevin, it's always interesting when there's a connection between the idol and the guy who is idolizing him. But give Mikal Bridges credit. He has come into his own as a star. This guy has proven to be a capable offensive player and is one of the truly legit defensive wings that you have got to plan for.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Second team foul. At the line for your Spurs, Zach Collins.
First one falls for him. And Brooklyn making a change here. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And guys, they look to set it up in the half court.
Well, that's when you got to rely more on your defense and try to get out in the open floor. Oftentimes, you can develop your rhythm offensively when you get easy baskets.
Here's Vassell. Pass to Sohan. Good work defensively by Johnson. Brooklyn in control. Plenty of space. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
And the basket by Johnson.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Smith. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And we know that when Dennis Smith Jr. is playing to his strengths, this guy is an effective player. The key for him moving forward is he's got to find a way to be consistent.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Jones. And it's blocked.
Such a strong defensive player. Bridges understands I've got size and quickness. The rejection, yes, sir.
San Antonio with the ball. Wembanyama with it. Bridges covering. Looking to get it going. The rebound by Watford.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
On the wing, Johnson takes a three. Rebound, San Antonio. It's Jones on the wing. To the inside. And it's Sohan missing.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
And at the charity stripe a season ago, he did miss many, 90% on the year.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Jones. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Jones has got 6.
And just feeding the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
Here's Johnson. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. It's been all about Cameron Johnson for the Brooklyn Nets. And he continues to torment them from three-point range. A total of 5 threes for him in the game now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And here are the Nets. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Smith outside. And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That's his first foul.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
The Nets making a switch here.
Cameron Thomas.
And the Spurs with possession here. Jones in the post. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Spurs have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
Trey Jones. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jones. And so Jones nails both of them. And the Nets with possession. Here's Simmons. The kick out to Walker. Launches it. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Pass to Sohan. Back to Vassell. Johnson in the corner. Clock at 6. Takes it inside. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. You know, here we are, Greg, looking at Victor Wembanyama. I mean, can he get any taller? Wow.
Well, he's already 7'4", Kevin. But yes, what's amazing is that I still think he's grown, which is scary for the rest of the league.
From deep, Walker. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Walker's got 6.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Jones. That shot is off. Simmons with the defensive effort. It's Thomas on the wing. And it's Vassell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Outside, Simmons. And a wide open look for Walker. No good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
A baseline J. And Lonnie Walker picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
San Antonio timeout. It's the Spurs Breakers.
And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And finished off by Finney-Smith.
Yeah, Dorian Finney-Smith has the ability athletically to finish near the cup, and he does so there.
On the basket by Jones.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Simmons, the bounce pass. Intercepted. Here's Vassell. And the shot goes in. Vassell's got his second basket.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Pass to Johnson. Three-pointer. Simmons pulls it in.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Vassell. Rebound, Brooklyn. In transition, here come the Nets. Outside, Simmons. Outside, Thomas. That three off the mark. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the Spurs. And Simmons with the rebound.
San Antonio.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
And Greg, one of the finer points of the new collective bargaining agreement, players in the G League Ignite or overseas no longer automatically entering the NBA draft when they turn 19.
Yeah, it makes sense. You think about players in college, they choose when to enter the draft. So only right to give pros that same amount of time.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Brooklyn the foul. For San Antonio, they've been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting. So some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
First free throw is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Now Simmons. He takes it in. There's Walker with the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Walker's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Back to Simmons. It's deflected.
And how about the timing Vassell has on the defensive end? Superb swat.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Nets have been forced to pivot from their star-crossed super team era. The what-ifs are fading into the rearview mirror. Now it's people like Mikal Bridges that are going to form the next new era. And rest assured, this team has dug its way out of far worse. With the draft assets and two-way talent on their roster, their aim is to remain competitive. Kevin?
I think they are. David, thank you for the report. Pass to Thomas. The kick out to Walker. From the arc. Massey pulls it in.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Keeps it alive. Vassell goes up again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
Bridges for 3. Massey pulls it in. There are the Spurs with the ball. There's the 3. Massey. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's Smith. Johnson from outside. Vassell grabs the board. And it's Sohan missing.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Johnson draws the double. Inside. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. The Spurs making a switch here.
Substitution for your Spurs. Wembanyama. Brano.
Shot clock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Bridges for 3. San Antonio with the rebound.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front. Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Bridges left side. In the corner, Smith with it. O'Neal wide open. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Branham. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these two-game, like, baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time.
Back to Simmons. And they double up Simmons. Bridges for 3. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Graham. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Simmons with it. Driving in. Out to Bridges.
And after getting off to such a good start offensively in that first half, haven't been quite as efficient here in the second.
To the paint. Here's Branham. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Branham's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Out to Bridges. Offline with his 3. And so Graham will bring it up for the Spurs. Here's Bassey. Bridges with the board. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets.
Devontae Graham. Second personal foul.
And that one misses. We've seen players criticized for skipping their media obligations after tough losses, Greg. How egregious is that in your opinion?
Well, you know, they say the true test of character is how you respond to when things aren't going your way. So, for me, it's important to be accountable in those tough moments.
Boy, picking up where he left off, his second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Shoots from the baseline. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And here is Simmons. Bridges, right side. Johnson in the corner. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. It's stolen. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Wembanyama. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. 8 points for Victor Wembanyama. On the wing, Johnson. And there's the call on Jetty Osman. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
And it's still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Your Spurs. Keldon Johnson.
Here's Simmons. Out to Bridges. Back to Simmons. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And GA starting next season, some big repeat penalties for teams well over the cap. That draft pick penalty is especially tough.
Yeah, I mean, if a team is over that $17.5 million mark twice in a 4-year span, their first-round draft pick falls to the end of the first round. That will sting.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Johnson gets the bucket.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Jones, no one around him. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Here's Simmons driving inside. Offensive rebound. Another shot. Out to Bridges. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on. Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Down low. Here's Claxton. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
And boy, Wembanyama has every shot in the bag. How about the touch there?
And the basket by Jones.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Kicks it out to Johnson. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Johnson's got 9 points here in the second half.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Kicks it out to Johnson. And the Nets, another 3.
At 6'11", with strong instincts and an excellent handle, sometimes setting your teammates up is easy, Ben Simmons.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Johnson.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
High post Johnson. Back to Simmons. Johnson outside. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Johnson's got 37.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
That one goes. Count it.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Out left to the wing. Here's Sohan. Here's Wembanyama. Nails the baby hook.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
In the corner, O'Neal with it. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Brooklyn ball.
Here's Johnson. Misses the shot. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up.
I've been just struggling just to go off, stumbling, trying to get up. You can smell trouble in us, that be bubbling up. We got the supplement cut, establish the covenant. I got the faith of the Lord in me. Devil be creeping, I just act accordingly. Know what he absorbing me.
I started get it lit up the fire inside of me, getting too wicked. I tell you we different, but you wouldn't get it till you looking past the seams in the stitching. Yeah, young fly guy making entrance with a suicide note, flexing they quick with deception, but late I ain't switching. That team I ain't switching, I'm moving dependent
like I intended. It's evident they wanna pray for my downfall, there's something to panic. We cooking up with a sauce, like I be the pantry. We couple of bandits. We get the party, no cameras. We don't with the opposite. I ain't speaking the grammar.
I got my own demons in question. I got my whole fam to be blessing. I take a loss as I learned lesson. I'll be a boss till I turn to ashes. I need advances, what a checkers. We playing chess, ain't no checkers. I form a diamond under pressure. That ain't no cap.
I'm fighting to win, plot full of sin. After the biz, after my lens, we taking a stand. You saying I'm fighting to win, plot full of sin. After the biz, after my lens, we taking a stand.
I hit the block and I'm running, yeah. I need that fatty on fatty, yeah. On me, I cannot let him down. Beef on me, you better dead it now. If you fed up, get your bread up. Now I'm fed up, getting fed up. Break away a label. We the alpha and omega.
You saying I got a chip on my shoulders, now better get bold. The center of gravity, nothing can hold us. 10 toes on the land of the cobras. Gotta stay focused. I had the faith that I am the chosen. I got the word, you got emojis. I caught the world, you caught emotions.
I get emotional when I see my people winning, cause I know that I put